Hello guys, welcome back. So now here we'll see a topic called if customer is a vendor or vice versa. Okay, so a very simple topic is there, guys, but still sometimes what happen, people ask the questions and most likely the people like candidates are getting confused also, right? So I'll just do one thing. So here I'll explain the scenario. So let's suppose now we are having like Tata Motor is having a vendor. Okay, that vendor called. Okay. So now we are having like say for example, okay, here itself I'll make it. This is a vendor, okay, or customer, whatever you see. So initially, let's suppose this is the vendor, right? Later on, this vendor is going to turn into customer as well. We are buying certain material, goods or services, whatever it is, from this vendor, right? And at the same time, let's suppose this vendor is converted into customer also. Okay. So now here what will happen? Okay. So generally what happened? Let's suppose Tata Motor has purchased a goods worth of any amount, 10,000 or 5,000. So in that case, what is happening, guys? This ABC Limited is going to be credited because we have purchased. So ABC is going to be treated in the form of vendor, right? Worth of 5,000, and then whatever the purchase account or stock account or any real account, let's suppose purchase account itself is going to be debited. Okay, now so we have an open item in the form of vendor. Okay, worth of 5,000. Now here what will happen, guys? The next one is, let's suppose this vendor I mean to say like ABC Limited has purchased vehicle worth of a particular amount from Tata Motor or whatever the product of your company code is there, right? So say for example here now. So in this case, what is happening, guys? This ABC Limited is going to be okay, any amount, guys. Let's suppose 10,000, and sales revenue account is going to be credited worth 10,000. So here, this one got credited in the form of vendor, and this is got credited in the this is got debited in the form of customer, right? Now here the problem is when we talk about the payment, right? So since we have sold a goods worth of 10,000, at the same time we have purchased a goods worth of 5,000 from this ABC. So overall, our surplus amount is there. We are having the surplus amount in the sense certain amount which is supposed to be paid by whom? Which is supposed to be paid by this ABC Limited. Now what is happening, guys? This ABC Limited. So ABC Limited is going to make payment. How much? ABC Limited is going to make payment worth of 5,000 only. They are going to clear their books of account, guys. How they are going to clear, that is their headache, right? They are going to clear their books of accounts saying that 5,000 worth of goods we have purchased, sorry, 10,000 worth of goods we have purchased from your side. At the same time, 5,000 worth of goods we have sold to you. So your surplus payment is like we are liable to pay only 5,000 to you, and that payment they are going to release. So we have received how much, guys? Now we have received 5,000. So your bank account is going to be debited worth of 5,000. And then what is happening, guys? ABC Limited is going to be credited worth of 5,000. Okay, this is supposed to be accounting entry, right? Okay. So what is the challenge here? The challenge is, see, we are having vendor line item. This is open item, guys. At the same time, customer open item is also there. You have received a payment worth of 5K only, right? So how come it possible to clear the both line item with this one? Right? You must have to clear, like, once we receive 5,000 payment. So with the help of this 5,000, even this vendor line item also supposed to be cleared, and customer line item also supposed to be cleared, right? So how it is going to happen? How it is going to happen? So I'll tell you guys. Generally for that, okay, this is possible. I'll tell you now how it is possible. Normally, when you post payment for this vendor, then now ABCD, this ABC Limited is going to be debited, right? And bank account is going to be credited. So now here it should be like ABC Limited is going to be debited for 5,000. Okay. Now, when we receive payment from customer, then what is happening, guys? This customer is going to be credited. So let's suppose this is vendor. Now, this ABC Limited is going to be credited worth of 10,000 if you receive full payment, right? This is customer. Okay. Now, so ABC Limited is going to be debited and this is going to be credited. Okay. Now, what is the difference between this debit and credit, guys? Look at here. Debit 5,000 and credit 10,000. So if we have another debit of 5,000, then what will happen, guys? Then debit is also going to be equals to credit, and all line items are going to be cleared, right? Bank account is going to be debited worth of 5,000 because ultimately we have received a payment worth of 5,000 only. Ultimately, we have received the payment worth of 5,000 only. So now generally what happened? We have received the actual payment worth of 5,000, right? So we are going to post the payment in the form of customer payment receipt, right? So when we use, what is the transaction code? F-28. When you guys are going to use F-28, right? In that case, only this customer line item will appear. Vendor line item will not appear, right? See, vendor line item, how this line item is going to be cleared? It is going to be cleared only if a respective debit is going to appear here. I think some of you might be confused. It's very simple, I'll tell you. So generally what happened, the major, requirement is that a particular entity is there, that is our vendor also and our customer also, right? So as a vendor, we have purchased certain goods from that particular vendor, from that particular entity, from that particular organization. And as a customer, we have sold certain goods to that particular entity or so-called organization, right? So what these people are going to do? So if our overall payment is like, if our overall receivable is more than payable, then whatever surplus receivable is there, that is going to be paid by those people, right? Or else it may happen that whatever their overall payable is there, if the payable is more than receivable, then whatever remaining surplus payable is there, that is going to be paid by Tata Motor. Why to create unnecessary transaction, guys? You have 5,000 worth of payment, 5,000 worth of goods we have purchased, and 10,000 worth of goods they have purchased, right? So generally, if you have to, in a simple, if you have to clear this, then we say that you just do one thing. You make payment of 5,000 to us, and we are going to, like, you make payment 5,000 to us, and we are going to make payment of 10,000 to you. In that case, of course, it is going to be cleared. But the thing is, like, why to, like, post multiple transactions, right? Surplus amount, if our is more, we are going to receive. If there is more, we are going to make payment, right? So this is the scenario. There is the scenario. So here major thing is, let's suppose I have given quoted customer example. The reason behind is it is easy to understand because we have to receive certain amount, right? Now, so as a vendor, we have purchased worth of 5,000 goods. As a customer, we have sold worth of 10,000. So our receivable is more than payable. Receivable 10,000, payable 5,000. So 10,000 minus 5,000. Whatever remaining balance is there, that will be paid by ABC Limited. Okay. So that amount we have received. That amount we have received, right? But generally, what is happening, if you have received that amount and if you're going to say that ABC Limited is going to be debited with 5,000 rupees, sorry, credited with 5,000 rupees, then there'll be a problem, right? Then these two line items are not going to be cleared. You'll be having only one credit line item ABC Limited, and here the debit line item is 10,000, right? So what we do, guys, we link the customer master and vendor master. How it is going to be? See, linking in the sense. So generally, what happened? So if you link the customer master and vendor master, then what happened, guys? Whatever, let's suppose this customer ABC Limited as a vendor, the number is, let's suppose this is, and here as a customer, let's suppose this is the number. Okay. So in vendor master, we are going to assign the customer number, and in customer master, we are going to assign the vendor master, vice versa. Okay. Now, if you assign the customer number in vendor, then automatically system is going to update the vendor number into customer in background. Earlier in EHP6, I think, or till EHP5, it was not there, but now it is automatically. It is happening. So here, what we have to do, you need to link the customer with vendor and vendor with customer. What is the benefit? What is the benefit of linking the customer with vendor and vendor with customer, guys? Someone tell me. Anyone is having any idea?
So we can clear that accounts payable and account receivable in one payment.
We can clear, right?
Yes, sir.
If you don't link, then
Then we need to do that separately for vendor and customers.
okay. So, guys, generally, what happened? The major impact is when you link the vendor with customer and vice versa, when customer is vendor, then let's suppose we are going to make, like, we have received 5,000. So we are going to post a customer payment, right? If you use F-28 by making customer payment and all, then what happens? Since that customer is already linked with this vendor, so this vendor open item is also going to appear here in F-28 and vice versa. Vice versa means in F-53, if you post the vendor open item, and if there is any open item, if that vendor is already linked with a particular customer, and against that customer, if there is any open item, even those line item, those open item is also going to appear over there at the time of posting payment. I'll show you how. Okay. So linking the customer with vendor and vendor with customer, what is the benefit, guys? The benefit is like, so whatever transactions are getting posted against the customer and vendor, both transactions will be able to, both transactions are going to appear on a single platform. Whether you make FDAS 28 or whether you make FDAS 53, in both cases, as a customer and vendor, both open items are going to appear over there. What is the benefit, guys? If the both transactions are going to appear, then it is going to be pretty simple. Clearing will happen. I'll show you practically, don't worry. Okay. So we'll do one thing. Better to create a new customer. New vendor, same name, same details, same thing. The only customer number, vendor number is going to be different. In which server it is there, guys? Server number one. I think server is working fine, guys. I got the confirmation from team, so it's working fine. You can check it. Now, here, XT01. So here, let's suppose ABC Limited TM33. Okay, this is what the details I have given. And then reconciliation account. What is the reconciliation account for this one, guys? Okay, account receivable 1005. Payment transaction, payment terms. Just save it. Nothing else apart from this. Customer number 248. Then Here once again, press enter. So here, select anyone, material or service. Then payment terms and save it. 100,481. Okay. So now we have created the customer and vendor with the same detail. Now what next, guys? The next one is link the customer with vendor and vice versa. I mean to say vendor with customer. So you look at here, guys. This is the vendor. Click on change. Okay. So now change it. So here what is happening? Okay. Click on this control tab. Okay. Under this control tab, you will be having a field called customer. So here we are going to assign the customer number. If you assign the customer number, guys, at bottom you will be getting a notification. Assign the customer number and save it. Control S. If you save, look at here at bottom, a notification is there. What notification is there? The customer 248 is currently not referenced and will be updated automatically. What does it mean, guys? It is saying that if we are assigning this customer number, right, to this particular vendor, isn't it? Then what is happening? SAP came to know that okay, this customer and vendor means same entity, right? So in background, automatically system has checked that here we are assigning the customer number in the vendor. What about in customer master? This vendor is already linked or not? So system found it is not linked. Okay, it is saying that it is not referenced and will be updated or accordingly. It means it is going to be updated the moment you press enter. In the sense, the moment you press enter, it is going to. Okay. So look at here. Here the vendor master. In that customer master we have given, right? Now press enter. This is the customer master. If you check the customer master, then there the vendor master got updated automatically. XD02, press enter. Click on general data. And if you click on control data, then look at here, the vendor number got updated automatically. So no need to maintain again here the vendor master. Okay, save it. So this is the one thing. So if you interconnect, if you interlink the customer and vendor, then what is happening, guys? Both transactions are also interlinked. Customer transactions with the vendor and vendor transaction with the customer. Okay. And what is the benefit, guys? The benefit is because the thing is, in this case, right? Sometimes our receivable is more than payable. Sometimes the payable is more than receivable, right? So let's suppose if you talk about receivable, we are going to post in the sense payment. If we are going to receive the payment from customer, the surplus balance, we are going to use F-22. Sorry, F-28. And if you have to make surplus payment, guys, we are going to use this F-. 53. So whether it is FDS 53 or FDS 28, guys, in both of the cases, whatever the open items are there, whatever the vendor's open items are there, guys, that is going to appear at the time of transaction posting. I'll show you how. So assignment we have done, right? Now there is one more thing. Okay. So we are going to post a single transaction, right? With a single transaction, what is happening, guys? Your customer line item also supposed to be cleared because customer line item is posted as an open item, and then vendor line item is also supposed to be cleared. That is also open item, guys. And open item must be cleared. If we have received the payment, it should not be. It is not going to be no more open item, right? It must be cleared. So how two different line items are going to be cleared, guys, with a single payment, right? So there is one more thing which we have to do. Click on company code data. In customer master, you have to select an option here in payment transactions. Look at here, clearing with vendor. Okay. If you apply a check mark here, then what is happening, guys? Clearing will happen. Whatever the open items are there, that is going to be going to be cleared. Okay. So clearing with vendor. Clearing with vendor. And SAP is saying that clearing indicator is not set in clearing account of, in the sense this is the what to say, vendor number. Okay, so SAP, this is just a warning message. SAP is saying that clearing indicator is not, you have not applied a check mark on the vendor. So here what is happening, guys? Clearing with vendor. Clearing with vendor means then automatic clearing is going to happen, right? Why you need to assign this? Why you need to assign apply a check mark here? Now look at here, guys. After these settings, let's suppose if I am going to post this 5,000 worth of payment. So here, vendor line item is also going to appear because we have already linked the customer with vendor and vendor with customer, right? And customer line item is also going to appear. And the bank account is the surplus amount it is appearing, right? So now here what is happening, guys? We are in FDS 28, and in FDS 28 we are trying to clear the vendor open item, right? FDS 28 is the dedicated what to say transaction code for what? For account receivable. But since you have already linked the customer with vendor and vice versa, so that even the vendor open item is also going to be shown by system in FDAS 28. Okay. So like here we are supposed to receive only 5,000 and that payment we have received. That payment we have received, right? So if you post a payment worth of 5,000, then system is, since both accounts are interlinked, so system is going to bring both open item, vendor open item also and customer open item also, right? Now here, look at here, guys, this 5,000 and plus this 5,000. Both line items are going to be cleared against what? It is going to be cleared against vendor line item. Sorry, customer line item. This is vendor 5,000, and again bank also will come into picture because ultimately we have received 5,000 rupees. So this vendor and bank, both line item together is going to clear this 10,000, right? So here, now look at here, guys. So vendor line item is getting cleared against what? Vendor line item is getting cleared against customer. Of course, clearing is happening against customer line item. So what we have done, guys, that we have applied a check mark clearing with vendor in customer master. And if you go to vendor master, click on payment transaction, and here we are having clearing with customer. Where it is, guys? There it is. Okay, so these are where we have applied a check mark in customer, right? So in vendor, why it is not appearing? This is our 481. This is our vendor, right? Okay, and press enter here. Yeah, clearing with customer. This checkbox, check mark you have to apply. Okay. After doing these two settings, okay. So we'll post certain invoices. So here, suppose there is one more thing. Generally, what happens? Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, in real time, when you guys are going to test it first time, a very simple error will appear. So here you just do one thing. Wait. Okay, I got some messages, guys. Just okay. Let me complete this then. Just give me a second. Multiple messages I'm receiving from team. Okay, so just post it. We have posted one customer invoice. We have to post one vendor invoice as a slash NFP 60. It's a 5,000. Number is 02. Let me set this 02 because there is somebody who keep on changing the number range. I'll set up. Give your account code. Okay, so 02. Here, come back, press enter. Similarly, the same vendor is going to be credited here. Okay. So now finally what is happening, right? Our overall receivable is more than overall payable, right? So we are expecting payment. We are expecting payment. Okay. So we'll do one thing. We have received payment and amount. How much is 5,000? What is the customer number? Okay. So here, customer number we have given and 5,000 amount we have given, right? Press enter. So now look at here, guys. Here, system has brought debit in the sense like DR document type and KR document type goes, right? So DR document type, in which cases like can we post a KR document type by using F-28 transaction code, right? Vendor related payment can be post by using KR, by using the F-28 transaction code and vice versa. F-43 by using F-43 can I post your transactions DR document type related transaction code in the sense like DR document type related transactions, or is like can we post any customer related invoice, payment through F-53 and vice versa. So most of the people say no, it is not possible, but that we are having different transaction code. In this case, it is possible. The customer is also vendor. In that case, what is happening? We have to link the customer master in vendor with vendor master and vice versa. In that case, both open items will be available at one place. All open items, whether it is in the form of vendor or customer, whatever it is. If you click on simulate, then you have a look here. Payment amount 5,000. Continue. Now, look at the right. It is exactly what I said. ABC limited debit and ABC limited credit. Debit worth of 5,000 and credit worth of 10,000. This is credit and this is debit. This is credit and debit, right? Credit means 10,000 worth of credit, 10,000 worth of credit, right? 10,000 worth of credit and 5,000 worth of debit, right? So this is how what is happening, guys. We have a vendor open item worth of 5,000. We have a customer open item worth of 10,000. So when you post this transaction, guys, this transaction is going to be posted automatically. There, I'll show you here how it is going to happen. So if you post it, in open, okay. So now we have one open item worth of 5 lakh, 5,000. Sorry, guys, here I was supposed to. Here 10,000 and there 5,000. Okay. If I post the transaction, then what is happening? Now this line item is also going to be cleared. Refresh. It cleared. The second one is also okay. So this is how it is going to happen, guys. So now, and generally what happened when first time we are going to test it, let's suppose, then generally what happened, guys, you're getting certain issues. Let's go to OB A7. Okay, go to D, not DR document type, DZ document type. So right now in DZ document type, what is happening, guys? All the transactions are here, check mark it is. But generally in real time, what is happening? Once the server is going to be installed, then it will be like this. Vendor line item will not be checked, right? So when you post an invoice, sorry, when you post a payment through FDAS 2028, then you'll be getting an error. Why error, guys? Because one line item is already there in the transaction. One line item is there which belongs to vendor, right? And here system is SAP is saying that if you use this DZ document type and all, so by using this document type, what is happening, guys? Vendor related line items are not allowed. So what do you have to do? Simply apply a checkmark, and that's it. You have to save it. Okay. So simple procedure is there, guys. If let's suppose customer is vendor or vice versa, in the sense vendor is customer. In that case, what happened, guys? Multiple transactions are taking place. Some transactions are taking place in the form of vendor. Some transactions are taking place in the form of customer, right? And when you have to make payment, or is when we have to make payment, or we have to receive payment, then the in terms of receiving or paying, whatever the surplus balance is there, that is only going to be paid, and that is only going to be received, right? So in that case, the amount is less, but the in the sense like one small amount we have received, with that amount, customer line item also supposed to be cleared and vendor line item also supposed to be cleared. So it is possible only if the both line items are let's suppose if I have received a surplus payment of 5,000 rupees, so I have to post that 5,000 in the form by using FDAS 28. So while using FDAS 28, if the customer line item anyway is going to appear, what about the customer open item? What about the vendor open item? That will not appear here in FDAS 28 unless you link the customer with vendor and vendor with customer, right? And then the next one is if it is going to appear once you post the transaction, it must be cleared also. So we are having option called clearing with vendor and clearing with customer. That check boxes are there. There you have to apply a check mark, and then you will be able to post the transactions. So this is all about if the customer is vendor or vice versa. Okay, that's all in this session, guys.